This is the image Gordon Elliott has spent more than 2 decades cultivating, that of a serial champion. At 29, he was the youngest ever Grand National winning trainer, and he's won the sport's biggest prize twice more with Tiger Roll. But this is the image he says he'll spend his whole life paying for. It shows the Irishman sat astride a dead horse. He says he sat down to take a phone call. This was just a one-off, others said. Then came this video. Amateur jockey Rob James, who rode a winner for Elliott at the Cheltenham Festival last year, also sat atop a dead horse. He claims the video was from 2016. In a statement he said, "I'd just like to apologise for my actions, which were wholly inappropriate and disrespectful, to a lovely 5-year-old mare who unfortunately suffered a sudden cardiac arrest while at exercise earlier that morning." At Newmarket, home of British horse racing, they're reeling. Often they find themselves defending horse racing against welfare concerns from outside. This feels like a betrayal from within. George has been in the sport all his working life.
I was disgusted with what I saw, and never mind background or reasons or anything. I couldn't believe what I'd seen, especially in somebody in such a high position that obviously runs a massive operation and should know better.
The timing of these stories is particularly uncomfortable, coming just 2 weeks before the start of the Cheltenham Festival, when horse racing is in the shop window. They really don't want to have to be contending with stories like this. The Irish Horse Racing Regulatory Board is investigating Gordon Elliott and Rob James, but the sports authorities are keen to stress that care like this is more indicative of the industry.
Good girl.
Our job, I think, is to try and reassure the British public that this isn't our values, this doesn't represent our industry. We don't recognise this behaviour at all.
Elliott's been dropped by his biggest sponsor and deserted by one of his biggest owners. His career hangs in the balance. Horse racing is again searching for a brighter horizon. Martha Kelner, Sky News, Newmarket.